Okay. We're not necessarily interested in the results at this point. So why don't you go back and maybe like try. You got a lot of results on your last one, so maybe try like dumbing it down a little bit, like or specifying your results.
Okay. So by relevance title. Oh, gotcha. So that have all these.
Yeah, those are the different books. You're also gonna get like ebook results and stuff like that too, but yeah, you can refine by campus. Okay, do you find like anything confusing about this like setup or any thoughts about like
Not really. Well, I don't think it's that confusing. I would just say that it's so big, it's kind of hard to get started on. There's so many things you can choose. Confusing on where to start.
Okay. Well, now I'll go ahead and tell you our design because it seems that you've encountered at least a little bit of problem in the front page of the website. So basically our design is to make your navigation a little bit easier by making a less like intimidating or overwhelming basic search page for IUCAT. And so we've compared our results to our survey that we used where most people use Google search for everything. And so we've kind of refined our basic search into something along the lines of this, which is just a different style to the basic search page, where you just have like one search bar to start, and you can go in and you can actually, you don't see anything, but you can actually go in and, of course, this is not like a final design, but this is just kind of the idea of where you can go in and drop down menus like this, where this just searches keywords.
That's cool.
So like a Google.
So universal login.
Yeah, you're actually not gonna be able to use it, but
Oh.
so I'm just gonna ask you some questions about it.
Okay.
Do you think it's easier to use something like that? Is it less intimidating for something like this to not be able to, just like see all these blank spaces? Like if you press the go back page, you can actually compare. Yeah, to see like all these blank spaces and all these crazy drop down menus, and there's just a lot of stuff, and a lot of them don't necessarily like for example, when you're searching like ebooks, the library doesn't matter.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you're searching anything electronic, like you probably don't want to search just the Bloomington Library.
Yeah.
Because even though they are electronic, each one is separated into a different campus. And this just basically lets you search like a basic search that's just like a keyword, instead of trying to just like add a title and add an author,
Right.
and that kind of thing. But do you have any thoughts on how they compare?
I would say that. I mean, I don't really know when I would use this because I'd like always use Google, but if this was what IU had, I would definitely use that over this.
Okay. Why? What is there? Is it just like a issue of like sight, or or like of what you're seeing on the page? Is it just like easier to see, or does it?
Yeah, it's
Or is it actually easier to manage? Like not
I'd say both.
both because okay.
Because looking at this, if I'm thinking, so I have to think of a title. Do I have to know who the author is? What? But whereas with this, it's just gonna pull up whatever I'm looking for.
Yeah, and do you think it's easy to, like, for example, if you are in any case searching for more than one criteria, do you find it easy to, because that's also an issue, is it still easy enough to add that criteria with these pop down type of menus for any other type of?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And as far as the search goes, it's not necessarily any different. It's just the way that the information, or just the way that the page is set up.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's really cool.
all right. Any other thoughts? Questions?
Just say good job on that.
All right. And now for the good part. Now that you've compared these two, what suggestions do you have towards our design of the IUCAT? You said that you do like it better, but it's obviously a primitive design, and we have yet to, like, this process that I'm doing with you right now is the process before we actually write our final design. So
Mm-hmm.
it's this is definitely in a process of it. I mean, just comparing it to how, like, your thought process of, like, if you were looking for something that you needed, is there any way that this can make it just a little bit better, even if it's like a design issue?
I don't think so. I think this would. I don't know. I can't really think of a way to make this better, or a way that I could help you out in that
Okay.
situation.
All right.
I don't know.
All right. Well, glad you liked it.
All right.
Thanks.